Hello and welcome back. Coming in with episode 12. I think today, I don't know, I'm still debating between one and two parts. Time wise, what is it? Five, six. I could probably do two today. But here again, going forward, very slim chance to be doing two on most days. But I'm going to jump right into it. So, a couple things. I didn't immediately close the game whenever I quit. So it did finish the adaptive control units. Since we put the exact amount in, we didn't waste any on any extras. But yeah, so this is ready to go. We'll go ahead and at least get rid of this. This. And that. We'll keep that just so whenever we scrap it. But go ahead and take these out. And those. Throw those in there. So 44. And then we'll just go ahead and scrap. We'll keep the rotors because that is a good bit of rotors. So not really a big throwaway thing. But yeah, space elevator is ready to go. So let's go over here to it. Seal it up in that crate. And send it off. Charges up. And bye-bye. So we can go over to these, and remember we still have to unlock these two. Okay, we have everything to craft them. We just need to go ahead and do them. But that opened up tier 7 and 8. Bauxite refinement. Allow us to unlock alumina solution, which is made from bauxite. Mineral we've picked up actually a few times. We use the bauxite to turn into alumina solution, which can also then be turned into an aluminum ingot. So that'll be used for like aluminum casings, aluminum sheets, which will be the next conveyor belt, as you can see there. 780 resources per minute. So definitely as plenty. There'll be a new thing to unlock called a blender. It'll have 4 inputs as well, but 2 of those will be liquid. Liquid will be a necessity for alumina production. And then it also unlocks the radio control unit, which is made from aluminum casings. But yeah, we'll unlock the logistics portion. Then we can unlock a hazmat suit. So whenever we go near radiation, it won't hurt us. It'll just be the same way as the gas mask. Then aeronautical engineering, which allows us to unlock sulfur, sulfuric acid. We already what? Let me check. Yeah, we already have sulfur unlocked. I don't know why it unlocks that, but maybe it force unlocks if you haven't actually like gathered resources for it. But then we could craft batteries. And it would unlock supercomputers this way, and then a drone instead of the vehicles delivering. You can do it via drone, which would be good because some of these sulfur things are kind of spread out everywhere. But assembly director system, which is another elevator component, as you can see up at the top right. A bunch of stuff up here in the top right. And a hover pack, which is basically a jetpack around electric. So you can, wherever there's like electric poles, you can fly around. Then tier 8 is all like aluminum power, or nuclear power, so a bunch of stuff for nuclear power. Advanced aluminum production, which will allow us to craft heat sinks, cooling systems, fused modular frames, which is more expensive than heavy frames. Nitrogen gas, crude oil wells, and water wells. Basically, all those things are like 5 different things in a circle. We'll be able to pump stuff out of the ground, like fracking, kind of. And then leading edge production, that'd be turbo motors, which are some of the most expensive things in the game that you can manufacture, at least. Another miner that extracts normally 240 per minute minimum. So that means it could most of them would probably be able to make up to 480 to 600 per minute. And a thermal propulsion rocket. Saw the other one here somewhere. Oh yeah, the magnetic field generator. Some very expensive assembly stuff, and then lastly we can unlock a particle accelerator with all that fun stuff for that. So it'll be a long time before we get there, but go ahead and select this to unlock that real quick, because we're definitely past the point where we could. It's easy. We don't even have to craft it. We just grab it. So let's grab a stack of 2 stacks of these. See, all that stuff's going strong. We'll grab some pipes for over here. We need 600 pipes. So 3 stacks of those. This would allow us to unlock the train. I don't really think. I mean, we might build one just as like for cosmetic reasons, but we won't really use a train much. I went the wrong place for the beams, but we'll go ahead and just grab the computers. As you can see, there's a backflow. I shut this off last episode. We'll go ahead and turn this back on. Now that we have some filling up these babies. And actually, I'll need to go draw them out of here. Grab 50 of those. Actually, we'll leave this shut off because I'll probably need more computers, I'm guessing. Yeah, we need to go grab some beams. I guess I should have put those stators back. But yeah, so what we can do, I'd say we use up all the slugs we have, scale up the copper factory production. We'll add the node, and we'll scale up the computers, high-speed connectors, circuit boards, all that fun stuff. But for now, we'll leave screw production for a later time, because we'll probably need to go back out and explore some stuff, both with the radar tower for power slugs and hard drives, stuff like that. Or we could build now and then have the next episode be a exploration episode. I don't know why I'm up here. Throw all that stuff in there. Press that button. And we unlocked all the train stuff. So the next step in a couple minutes will be just all that.
In addition to built-in power conduction, rails-based transit ensures increased efficiency and reliability for both the transport of pioneers and cargo.
We also, we have some coupons we need to probably spend, unlock some more stuff. Unlock that. 6. That's 11. That's 14, so I need something. We'll do frame pillars and those. I should have, 17. And let's go in here. As you can see, we unlocked all of these train things. I don't foresee, maybe very, very late game we'll make a train go across the entire map, but for now, not going to touch the train. There are all these walls, ceilings. You can add full windows to things. And then we got all these beams and supports and barriers. Yeah, let's go throw these stators back over here with the motors. Alright, so to scale up production, we're going to need one miner, about 20 power poles, and then about 50 of these. So let's get that sorted. As you can see, some of our things are starting to fill up, like wait, what? They're out of quick wire. What, did I do something wrong? Wait. Oh, it's all going up there right now. That is one like thing. Like until we get some smarter splitters put in, like that'll fill up there, and these won't be making any AI limiters. Not that we really need that many right now, but that'll be plenty. But let's see, any more copper related things? We'll grab these pipes over here. Surprised it hasn't filled up already. Hopefully that'll be enough. We are backlogged all the way here, which is a good thing for the beams. We're now making enough. Let's see what gets unlocked here. So we can unlock those and still can't unlock those because we need to make progress elsewhere. But we could start unlocking all this stuff. It's just I think I need a refinery to do so. Oh yeah, we need to craft up 2 miners. This jetpack really spoils us. I don't even walk. So this is the node we'll use. Gonna leave it pretty bare. We're not gonna really do much to it. Let's actually try to line it up with this instead. Let's point us in a positive direction. Go ahead and put it halfway across this area here because put one of these here. Never mind. We're gonna do these guys here. These guys here. The other one go. Fall off. And we're gonna throw one here. Connect. I don't have power lines. Nice. Connect this guy to here, this guy to here, and now we're just gonna shoot across. And then we will, let's see, probably take a turn here. And attempt to angle this right. prettiest thing, but we'll throw a floor hole here. We'll eventually extend this. Actually, we'll probably extend it pretty soon. We'll extend out another cable production over here for what will become crystal oscillators. So that other one makes one thing a cable wire, and the rest is sheets. This one will be dedicated to the copper wire production for like stators and motors and everything of that sort. So we can go ahead and plug this in. So it's going to differ a little between the two. So we want to increase the production of this one. See how we want to increase it. We want to increase it to 10 per minute. At least. Let's try. Yep. Let's try that. So that's 80 per minute wire. So that's 40 from each of these. 45. 45. So that's 22.5 ingots per minute. Which is well within the margin. Now. Let's try increasing this to 12.5 per minute, which is 100 wire per minute. So we need to lock this to 60 and 60. That'll use up the entirety of the smelter here. Now the problem with that is that we use the smelter for both of these. So for now, we're going to overclock these all the way. Until we find... Wait, okay, wire. Wire. Overclock the wrong one. Right, yeah. This one and this one. So let's go upstairs. Oh, we need to check the production of this as well. This needs 37.5 pipes a minute. So just overclock this by another, and that'll be fine. So let's go up here. It'd be ideal if we can overclock this all the way. So that's 75 wire per minute. So divided by 2, that is 37.5. So that'll be sufficient. So these both now require 22.5 each. So let's go down here, check 22.5 plus 2.5 plus, that's 52.5. Definitely. Alright, so it looks like we're going to leave it at 2. That should work great. And then checking the pipes, a full overclock is 25 per minute, and this produces 20. So we'll give this an overclock of 1 to 30. And that is all of that scaled up. So now we'll let it build up a little bit, but now we can fully open this thing up to its fullest extent. But it's already full, so don't really need to do that much. Next, we are going to overclock this to double it. So that's 120 wire per minute. That means going back here, we need this one to make 60. And we'll go up here to this other wire one. And we need this one to make 60. So that's 30 per minute from each. So that means the smelter has to go to 60 as well. Just like that. And this one supplies the computers. Now, I think we could, let's see here. 7.5 For now, we will overclock it to that. And that's everything on this part. Now, we are going to go to this section. Let's do the same thing for the wire up here, too. Is there a wire? No. Alright, so the next section is... Let's see, do we have enough? 16. We want to fully overclock this. So we produce 18.75 per minute, 36. Oh man. So 18.75 times 2 is 18.75 times 2. It's 37.5. Which means that even if we fully overclock this, that is going to be at capacity for one overclock for those. So we do that. That needs 37.5. Overclock each of these by one more. So that means we need 40 from each of these guys. And we're gonna do the same to the next one. So let's head over to these guys. So we're gonna go to this assembler down here. Overclock this completely to 18.75. And actually I'm going to keep the regular overclock for computers for the time being, because not only do we not have screws, I want to build up all the extra circuit boards. So what we have here, this is going into the high-speed connectors, which we can scale up for now. Back to the original. That's 3.75. There's going to be a parasitic draw to just completely have these crafting all the time. So we'll let this build up, but we're going to overclock this, which means it needs 37.5. Going to add one more to each of these, which means adding another to these. And then we will also similarly scale up and pretty much double wire production, which means 120 wire. Currently these produce that. That's 60 to 60, 30. I am one slug short. Also, we have connected these up. So that will now start making more AI or assemblers. We gotta connect this to what? Yeah, limbers probably never get overclocked. Probably won't need it. So, what we can do eventually. Let me see if I can get a slug real quick. one right up there. Let's try to climb this, see if there's one up here. Should be. Hopefully it's not covered in rock, because we don't have any nobelisks on us. There we go. Purple, perfect. There will be some fine tuning we can do. Make it more efficient, but it'll be working as intended for the time being, at least. We have all the motors we never need. Actually, we throw one of these guys down here. Nope. I was saying, should be able to scale this up as well. So that's 56, yeah. Uses a lot of quick wire, I know, but let's go overclock this as much as it should to that. And that should be that. What may eventually happen is I may diverge, add another circuit generation up here. But right now we're making a bunch of connectors, and whenever I don't, so with the math, 5, 7, 5. I can actually do this to 150, right? Oh, I'm at 25. That'll be current usage. I'll basically be getting out exactly what I put in. But I guess I'll let this build up, so I'll just take that back out for now. I think we need some of those for something, so I'm gonna grab those. And that's it. Efficiency brought up. But it's scaled up to supply a steady supply of those individual items. Not bad. Not great. Not terrible. I was definitely hoping for it to be a little more efficient than my last one, but yeah, you can get what you get. That's about the efficiency I tapped out of last time on the different playthrough. But basically, I think that'll just mean I'll have to double up and add more circuits. And have 2 on each level. So 3 will be dedicated pretty much for computers, and 1 will be probably just for high-speed connectors. I never think we'll ever have any reason to overclock AI limiters. Two production is Twice the production is already enough. Alright, that's that research. $50 and $300. It needs some beams. I don't know why I took it out, but we're gonna put that beam thing back, or the rubber collection bin back. And this will allow us to unlock geothermal, which will add just a little bit more power headroom. Might be a little good little side quest for us to do in the meantime. If we increase this to full capacity, that's 3.75 per minute of those, which we are producing, and 3.75 of these over here, which, okay. What I may do is put all three up here, like, go on to this guy, and then have the one down here go to that one over there. Let's see, if we produce, that'd be 25 per minute from each of these guys, which would be, so that'd be double. So that's 50. I don't know. Okay, I think I know what I'll put the plastic in the middle. That is what I'll do. I'll put the plastic down the middle here. Then I will put. I'll start out with 2 smelters. That's the wrong one. I'll start out with 2 smelters. They should be able to produce. Yeah. Basically, yeah, I'll put the plastic down the middle. And let's do some. So if I supply 75 per minute, these need 40, so I'd have to, let's try 175. 180. $85. That's 37. 34. All right, so at 180, that makes 18.5 a minute. Yeah, that'll work. That math should check out fine. But what is more important, because can't ever clog without slugs, is probably just building up a bank of slugs. Both of these should just start filling up. We need to double check the wire. Make sure it's 56. Yeah, that's 60. Yeah. Quick wire should be fine. No, that'll allow me to double it up here. I mean, I don't think I could do that down here. So that'd be, let's see. 18 was down 5. We could overclock this to 1. Probably 2. Let's see. Let's do the math. 2. That's 50 per minute. Let's say we have 18.75 times 3. It's 56.25. That would allow a 2 overclock on the computers. 5 per minute, and then this would remain unchanged. But for now, it's good. It works. That's all that matters. So we did the copper node. So we have to still have to add screw production, but I don't know. I'd say we do a little bit of exploratory stuff, just a little bit. Let's throw all this. Actually, I'll keep this. This. Alright, 50 supercomputers, 50 frames, 300 river. Unlock this, and we'll see how expensive these are. That may show whether we do them now or in a future episode. $50 of these. Computers and alright. Should have everything then. Oh, 50 supercomputers. Alright, we'll go ahead and throw these regular computers back then. I'm gonna turn on production supercooners just for a little bit then. Just let it refill. We could do this at yeah. So let's throw these back. And we're out of screws. Never mind. And we still have to unlock this pipeline one as well, which will be easy. And we'll hold off on geothermal probably till the next time. There's like 4 to round into. Not that big of a deal. I need to check what that quest requires. I know it's 50 frames. Do these guys. Select milestone. Alright, just plastic rubber. And it's very possible that once we overclock all or add all these, like whenever we reduce the circuits, it will we'll need more plastic. Very, very possible. That unlocked pipelines Mark II, which can carry up to 600 versus the 300 for the Mark I, and they just cost plastic on top of copper.
As well as providing increased pressure handling for better vertical transport.
This talk. All right, that's enough. So the original pipeline pump, basically, if most water extractors take 10 meters of head lift, meaning it can go up 10 meters before it stops, which isn't that much. It's like 3, like if I jump on top of myself 3 times, that, give or take. Maybe like a constructor. It can go up like a constructor and a half, maybe worth of height, or a industrial storage container. It could probably only go up by like that much. So you either build your stuff on a hill, have it all flow down like the Romans, or you get a pump whenever you need the increased pressure, and it'll pump it up to 50 meters of head lift. So it'll just be slightly more expensive, really. We can afford this right out of the gate, so no issue there. But yeah, that'll become more important when we like pump things long distances, stuff like that. And we got the smart splitters as well. I think these are actually more oriented for whenever you have multiple items on one conveyor belt, which I never do. It seems like a mess, but it could basically sort things. Versus this splitter just breaks things into three, divide by three. One go this way, one go this way, one go this way. Smart splitter, you can set rules. Basically, all the stuff I'll ever use is in a smart splitter. Basically, I can have it, an item go through, and then the overflow of that can go in a different direction. So. Programmable splitters, we'll probably throw some in just to flash money, basically. They look nice, but we won't use their full intent outside of what it is offered in the smart splitter. So, let's go grab some screws. Keep the computers running. Nope. Down here. Take a stack of that. Our inventory's getting to a point. I think we could fit a full stack or a full industrial storage container in our inventory, as long as we don't have a bunch of extra junk in it. Wait, what? $60. It's sending stuff. I have to rip out the floor. Let me throw these screws in. And then throw these foundations back down. Alright, let's go back up here. What is the deal? Alright, let's add up all these. So we have, that's 45. It's 45, I presume, in the next one. Yep. Plus 60. It's 150. Oh, that's the problem. Plus 60. Which brings us to 210. So let's add, that's 90. So this is the problem. Okay. Let's do math down here. So 60, 120, 180 right here. So let's actually get rid of this. And because this, will become the new. This will do half of those. That half, and then we'll need a one for. Let's put her floor hole. I need some beams. Should be able to just snatch the stuff. And I'm still short. As you can see, we are pretty much near the copper limit as well. So let's take a look at. Be a little while before get an upgraded miner. Let's go grab some more beams. Go in here. I'll just grab 100. And we're gonna send this. And we need to do the math for this one now. So that's 180 plus 90, 270. So what that means is we can add copper. But alright, we that means that's a capacity. Make sure this fills up. Let's go. So foundations mode. Go ahead and add a regular beam regular cable production line at 30, but that's going to cap us out, and we're going to be done. I'm going to need some plates. Basically, we cannot scale up right now. Cannot. Which is okay. I mean, we're not really butting against any walls or anything like that. Gonna put a splitter in here. We're gonna do smelter. Oh, I need wire. We're gonna go smelter. Oh boy. Alright, let's see here. Add this. Constructor. Gonna go splitter. And add a wall port, or ceiling port, sorry. Wait, that might be the wrong way. Yeah. Add a wall port. Here. Gonna add another constructor. Both these guys. Nope. Connect both these guys up to that instead. Add a splitter. And we're gonna have this one. Have this go into a merger. Lift hole. Have it come back down into this other merger. And then we'll go to another constructor. And make some cables. Give it some metal buffer, and then we will go place one of these here, as well as all the way down on the end. And now we are at full capacity, I think, for both. Yep. Add these panels, paneled windows, and then that'll be the copper factory for now. And when I push out the motors out here, that'll free up a little bit of space to move things around down here. But as I said, we are. Why doesn't? Yeah, we are well at capacity. So for the time being, I think this will be the setup. High-speed connectors, overclocked by 1. It's running 50%. So next, I think it's fitting to sketch up a a screw factory. Sorry, be right here. Turn this off momentarily. Let us build a backlog. We'll also help continue the backlog of this stuff down here. 12 a minute instead of 8. We're waiting on that. Go ahead and grab some obelisks and clean up the area. Just to let you know, full disclosure, I did auto craft these. Basically, I had a whole bunch of sulfur in here. I just got some pipes and coal and had that crafted up, so you didn't have to sit there and wait on me to craft those up just for every time I need obelisks. I won't do that for a lot of things, just like the fringe, not really important progression things. Should have some ready for us down here. All right, let's get to crafting. So this current iteration, as you can tell, we don't have any slugs. We do have 4, but not a lot. What we'll do is foundation. It's done. It was an attempt, at least. So let's see, splitter. All right, then we'll do smelters. this up properly this time. Goal's 52 minutes. I think it's pretty attainable without any slugs. And I think the main reason we will, if we do add slugs, will be to efficiency purposes only, really. Like that. It's pretty nice. Alright, let's do pass through outlets. Here and there. Just that. There. And then we can move on to constructors. And similarly to, so we're gonna do there, 1, 2, 3, connect this that 1, 2, 3, and then connect this to that, this to that. And just to get it going, we'll connect this to this one right here. It'll look a little nicer in a bit. This will make copper or iron, 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 and iron. So these make 30 per minute, and then we're cast screws. Okay. Cast screw. 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 Looks like we won't have to overclock these at all. And we don't even have to do that. And we'll connect splitters just for all these right here. 30 times 6 is 180. forgot that these were impure. That's the problem. So we'll pay the price for them being impure with 2 slugs. Not the end of the world. Which allows us to put it back as we had it, which is fine. We'll throw this guy back up. Just look through this thing and set that up, set this up to there, this up to there, and we will grab one of these outlets. And we will end up adding another foundation. Quick break real quick, I'll be right back. let's jump back on camera. And so that'll go into this, 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 this. Cut this off. Need to reroute all this around. Right now I can just limit it to power. And then we're just gonna add a bunch of mergers. Here's what we might do. Now we'll route these. To here. So over to here, and then just connect these up to first. And you need a. Is it completely efficient? No. Is it fine? Yeah, it produces way more than we need. In the grand scheme of things, those two slugs won't matter that much. Doing it again. Did we build up enough buffer to not lose all of it? Maybe. Oh no. Yep, okay. Yeah, we did. I like to keep it where I can draw them out of both buildings, basically. What was I doing? Oh. Yeah, that'll be how this little support works, and really it'll just be a single level building. Won't have any fancy frills. Gotta be surprised if I even put a door on it, maybe. Why not? Might be able to slap a wall on top of those. I'm not for sure. Let's check. Yeah, doesn't look the best, but it'll get it done. And we're gonna need some blades. Alright, let's wrap this building up. And that'll end with a... Oh, did I really? Let's try this again. That'll be... Go up here. That will be how we supply screws to our factory. Time for a power check. Definitely getting in. If we grow the factories about 1,000 more watts, we'll probably have to expand the power grid. But honestly, right now we're doing just fine. eventually we also need to redo the concrete base. Alright, so see here. Are going to connect. So out of the this is Caterium. Furthest one away, one that goes the furthest, is steel. Steel needs to be all the way on the bottom. Alright, yeah, Caterium's all the way on top. Alright, so Caterium goes on top. Steel goes on bottom. Now I need to figure out where the screws go. Goes steel, then screws, then plastic. course, we ran out of beams once again. But we'll get that hooked up and then that'll be done. We will actually have automated computers. Could actually save the slug and downscale it, but it's fine. Right. Grab some more fuel. Then we'll do a little bit of exploring to finish out the episode. Or actually, nah, close enough. I'll probably just clean up my inventory instead. It's ready for next time. Because I have decided it will be a 2-hour only today. So, one episode. Like to keep with the one a day at least, so I maintain the buffer. If anything, I'd like to grow it. Not that it really like. There's no buffer on Twitch, of course. It's more of a YouTube buffer. The more I put out daily content, the more views I should theoretically gain over time. Alright, let's throw all this stuff away. I will still probably go get refuel. Yeah. X155. Save. Everything here seems to be going swimmingly. Eventually, like I said, we might have to scale up our production of plastic, which would just mean more power as well, so it's not really anything bad there. I presume this buffer is full. Pretty much. Eventually, we're also gonna have to add, once again, a packager for fuel. We'll do it over here now, and you'll just use up some of the excess. Probably scale it down, but yeah, it'll just be a always running, always packaging a little bit of stuff deal. Alright, while we're here, let's go ahead and edit our to-do list. So we've done that. And those will be the ones for next time. I could add more, such as it wouldn't be a terrible idea to find another copper node in the meantime, honestly. But we also could just go with what we have. It's not a big deal either. We have all the base requirements we need to progress further. I forget whether we still have that assembler there. Check the oscillators whenever we get over there, if so. Still have it? Yeah. So this will be the next assembler. Okay. So there will be another power source to exploit. Basically, my alumina and silica will be in close proximity to one another, and that will allow me to power from the alumina because there's oil fields close by to power the quartz, and then eventually I'll have to bring down a conveyor all the way, but it'll be fine. forgot. We were gonna use that iron. Okay. So for now, it's fine. We're good. But as we progress over to the oscillator automation, um, we will have to change part of this factory, and we'll probably make it a double decker then. But we'll have to change the factory and make it basically this miner will probably become dedicated to plate assembly. So we'll have 2 producing screws, 1 producing regular plates, and then we'll probably come up here and turn into reinforced iron plates, which will be pumped out just as with all this stuff over to the copper factory for oscillators. But we do have a while until we need to automate that, so not a big deal. Might as well unlock this. Before we get off, yeah. So we'll at least have that step done. And look how quickly that filled up. That's nice. What's that sound? And look how easy it was to progress for that. It's nice to have that stuff automated. Press R button.
Milestone reached. Quartz and
And
bauxite scanning unlocked.
that unlocked, of
A
course,
new
all the
generation of
products.
basic aluminum parts is
Also
now
let's discover
available,
quartz
mixed in
if we hadn't already
with
discovered it.
bauxite after a complex process of refinement. The blender will be used in future processes.
So it allows us to discover bauxite, which and we're waiting and we're waiting and we're waiting. 1,500 meters away. Basically, if you go through that mine, that cave that we go through, all the way down there, um, we're gonna go all the way around. You see these pink forests? It's in the pink forest. So we'll go up there for the first time here soon. Um, Probably gonna be installing a conveyor belt that goes like from this area all the way down through the cave and up and around, because at least for the time being, I don't want to have conveyors just coming down the mountains. I think it kind of looks not good. Kind of looks not good. Yeah. But yeah, that'll be way away. We'll have to adventure up there, clean it all out. Like I said, the oil side will need cleaned up. and then just get working on that. That'll be another copper node down the road. We'll need copper. We'll need one of those quartz. I'll turn into silica production because alumina needs silica. But yeah, a lot of refineries, a lot of water. Aluminum's a complex process, but it'll be nice. It'll be worth it. Get those extra fast conveyor belts. And eventually we'll be able to like upgrade miners. Once we upgrade the miners, really that'll probably be the next time we'll scale up the factory once more, the copper factory. But we don't need more copper for crystal oscillators. That'll be fine. But when we progress to radio control units, which will require like aluminum all the way back here at base, that will require computers, so we'll need scale-up computers. And then after that, you get turbo motors, but that's just way far away. But yeah, as you can see, the next belts, there'll be alclad aluminum sheets, which are 3 sets of ingots for alumina ingots and 1 thing of copper. Luckily, there's copper on the way to the cave. Probably when it comes out of the cave, that's when we'll turn it into sheets. We'll have it brought down as the ingots and then changed over at that giant hole in the map. But in the meantime, we're not in any rush. We could take a little bit longer, explore a little more, not necessarily just go, progress. We can explore the world, make some things look better. I could build a train. I'm not against the idea. It's just unnecessary for production. It'd be purely optional. It'd be optional, completely optional. But we'll get through these relatively quickly once we get aluminum up and running. See, once we get here to this point, that's when I would like to scale up the factory. But it's not until all the way to this we get Miner Mark III, unfortunately. So it's going to be a long while before we improve that. We might skip over nuclear for the time being. We probably won't use it for the first half of tier 8 until we get to this particle enrichment. I would like to get a reactor up and running just to counteract the particle accelerator running for the nuclear pasta. And we're going to pretty much use up all the surrounding copper nodes around to support the pasta. And that'll be a lot of slugs in and of itself. And just think by that point we'll even have turbo fuel, but we'll be using a lot of power. Reactors produce like 5,000 by themselves, but yeah, huge amount of stuff we can still do. We could also maybe look at developing this area a lot more. Let's see here. I think I'd have to show you somewhere else. So, and that stuff we still haven't like completely unlocked yet. There's some different types. Like we can basically build roads, make this area way nicer. It'll just be a matter of getting more and more tickets as we go and unlocking all the stuff. But yeah, I think on that note, it would be good to end it here. most likely following a daily format from here on out. Don't have really a set time with my schedule, but daily at least. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching and have a good one.